Hey, it's Stephanie Kitchener at RE/MAX and love living in Kitchener Waterloo. Here I am with another tip on how you can be an attractive buyer in this competitive seller's market. This one really isn't much that a buyer can do, but it's all about choosing your agent. You want to make sure that your agent has a great relationship with the listing agent. There's lots of ways to do this. They need to be courteous when they speak to that agent, return their calls, give feedback, all of those things that agents to agents like to do. They also need to make sure they aren't super annoying. So sometimes agents can text and call a lot, begging for their buyer to be able to get a property. I get that they think that they are working for their buyer in this situation, but dude, chill. Sometimes having a little less contact near the offer time is better. Be direct, say you're available, give your cell phone number. Do things that don't annoy the agent, especially on a day when you know they're getting tons and tons of phone calls, texts, and emails. I try my best to send an offer as early as possible if I can, and basically say, I'm ready when you need me, and I'm happy to give the information if you need anything extra from me. I find that a trustworthy agent generally has trustworthy buyers. So if you have a good relationship with a listing agent and a buying agent, that trust is already there. Local agents who have worked here for a long time definitely have that kind of relationship. So it might be really important that you find someone who works in that local market, who has those connections to the agents and has that rapport basically that you have. Other things that you can do within your offer to make the other agent like you on the offer is maybe a deposit that's a bit larger than expected, or a photo of a bank draft of a deposit proving that you are ready to deliver that deposit as soon as the offer is accepted. That way they're not sitting there wondering what's happening with the deposit and how long it's going to take. So having that in place early and proving you have the funds, having a photo of the bank draft or certified check ahead of time is a great way to have trust with your offer with that agent. And finally, I use a form called acknowledgement of conditions. What that means, if you are offering as a firm buyer, that you have acknowledged that you are aware that your offer does not include a financing or an inspection clause, for example. This can also be done by putting the conditions into the offer and then scratching them out and initialing it. Basically, what the listing agent wants to see is that your agent, as a buying agent, has had the discussion with you on what it means to offer firm and what the implications are to you as a buyer. So there's a few things on how you can have a good agent to agent relationship and make you a more competitive buyer.